Well, hello there, everybody. Gord King back with more Returnal. Happy to be with you this fine Wednesday. Sammy 3-Pete, how you doing? Good to see ya. But yeah, we're gonna play some more Beardy Beer Bro. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm just gonna pour myself a little drink here. Nothing fancy, just little water. No smashing pumpkins on stuff. Well, I mean, hey, it's just because you don't see it yet doesn't mean it's not gonna happen. The Billy Corgan could come out at any moment. You never know. I tis drunk. I mean, that does sound like something a drunk person would say. But yeah, we left off having lost to this boss, so offline I went ahead and made my way back. I'm pretty well equipped to do this again. Don't play with me. I can't help it, it's what I do. But yeah, this is it's a fun little boss fight here. Oh my goodness. It's Taylor Swift! Thou shalt be inebriated. I mean, if I could be drunk on the waters, maybe.
I will pass through you.
Well, spelt that wrong. Hey, you know, that's in character for somebody who's drinking, so it's fine. I do like this fight. They got me. Ah. I must survive. This fight took me a while. I remember it taking me at least a couple of tries. But I want to say I had a harder time with a couple of other fights, but I don't know. Alright, there's one phase, but I'm pretty well equipped. I've got a couple of health packs. So that's good. Plus, this precedes a pretty awesome moment in the game, I have to say. And this soundtrack is so good. Use the holy hand grenade. The holy hand grenade of Antioch! If only I had one. And Vex, I know, as disappointing as it must be, well, that I know it is, that Ungentlemanly Warfare is not coming out over there for a little while. There are some positive reviews rolling out for it. I know I watched Jeremy Johns' video that he did, and He seemed to have a good time with it. Yeah, and I like Jeremy Jones okay. My wife wasn't convinced that Amadeus was your favorite movie. Well, that's fine, you know, because that'll just give her all the more reason to watch in September when I talk about it again. So I'm willing to do that. Yeah. Did that too quickly. My wife said, when you gonna review some Brit flicks? Yeah. Oh, I know you're kidding, Sam. I could sense the sarcasm. But the simple fact is, my reviews take a while to do. Every video is a project, basically, so my current project will keep me from doing a Brit movie for a little bit. Doesn't mean I won't, though, at some point. But yeah, my videos tend to take a little while. Come on! There we go. On to phase 3. Oh my goodness. Watch the crap, but what you do every in and out of that film. I was doing I mean, it's, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty passionate about that film, obviously. So, yeah, I know it pretty inside and out, I guess. Get over here, try to put this sucker down. Oh my gosh. Ah, didn't get away in time. Probably don't want to be that close. Getting hit a little too often. There we go, that might be a good spot. Getting hit way too much. How you doing, Jalen? What's going on? Crap. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Almost got it. There we go. Nailed it. It's an awesome fight. Awesome fight. Now we get probably we get some cool story stuff. White Shadow. That sounds mildly racist, but I'm for it. It's all good. Astra distress signal acknowledged. So she did it. She got the distress signal sent out.
Astra received my
That's my rapper name, White Shadow.
Then, that's it. White Shadow. You were how I escape.
It's like, oh, it's a happy moment. She got the signal sent out. Did you see my greeting, or did YouTube blur it out? I didn't see it. Astra Deep Space Scout escapes. Other than Sammy, who's played this, I'm curious if you all recognize that tune. Dun 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 dun. But yeah, she escapes. She gets home. Did you hear Leo just got cast to play Frank Sinatra? Yeah, we were actually just talking about that. And Jennifer Lawrence is gonna play his second wife, which I'm like, she's too old to marry Leo. And here is Celine living out her old age and being buried. She literally got to go home. And yet, despite getting to go home and live out all of her life, she is sent back. That's just cruel.
No, I can't be here. I escaped. Helios, you're still here too. Astra, is anyone listening? It's Celine. We're both trapped. at the bottom.
But yes, what a cruel, cruel twist. Is that she manages to escape the whole thing. And yet she's brought all the way back.
The cycle remains. I didn't escape. It wasn't a lie. But my return to Earth changed nothing. I need to find release.
But yeah, I was like, oh, that's just mean. How cruel. Sometimes there's stuff in these little eggy things, that's why I'm busting them open. But yeah, our lady here, she just came back from death, pretty much. Or did she? Let's pick up our scout log.
I should have ignored this place all those years ago. I shouldn't have abandoned everyone to come here. Because nothing changed. I sat at the piano and for once, I felt. The music is calling me now. How do I stop this? I don't want to become that woman who speaks madness with my voice.
Yeah, that's the other thing, is you're gonna start hearing some music that gets used, and I love how they weave this into the story. Yes, we are now in the Echoing Ruins. So now when I die, I will be sent back to the beginning of here, rather than the very, very beginning of the entire game. And in no time did Retard say, but Shohei got away with it. Prejudice much? Oh, some NBA player named Jante Porter just got a lifetime ban for violating rules and disclosure of confidential information to sports betting. Yeah, I heard about that. I've heard some say he didn't bet on basketball, so he shouldn't have gotten it, but I don't know. I haven't followed that story all that much. And I don't know, has Shohei actually gotten away with anything? I think, aren't they still investigating him? Plus, as far as we know, it wasn't him. It was his interpreter. So, if it wasn't him, then it wasn't him, so... I wouldn't say he got away with anything. Alright, so... I got this little thing here. And there's another Celine.
Helios, have I always been here? I've become part of the... No, no.
And apparently Steven Spielberg's making a UFO movie next. Oh.
This isn't me.
I mean, that won't be the first. He's done that before. Ooh, creepy. It's all tentacly. It's all tentacly. Let's see if we can find the switch. Where are you, Switch? I'm not seeing it. Oh well, no big deal. No biggie.
always playing.
Hang on. Let me see down here real quick. Oh wait, that has a key. I need a key to open that door. So, no to that. Okay. Let's see. Can I buy anything in here yet? No. That's a big negative. And there's a key. Neat. I can go back and open up that door. Let's do that. Can't get that yet. Let's see. Suffer damage when using keys, so that's no big deal. 20% chance to not lose consumable increases the chance of finding malignant items. Okay, so hold on just a sec. Oh dang. Well, that's no big deal because we got a parasite right there. So we're good. That little problem fixed itself. No problem. Rockstar confirmed they're bringing back Bully. Neat. I still have to play the first Bully. I have it. I have it on here, but I haven't played it yet. Might be a fun game to stream. I've heard a lot of people speak highly of it. So I'm sure some people will be very, very pleased with that news. Of course, I'm hoping their next game is Red Dead. Although, then again, you don't even necessarily have to do another Red Dead. Red Dead's 2 games are kind of perfect, but at the same time, I would like more great Western game content because it's awesome. And better than GTA.
No. My home on Atropos. Every time I leave, I return.
Alright, let's enter into the house again. Here, more Western games. Exactly, Whitey. And welcome.
I'll save this for later. Still need to play quietly. Attention, attention. This is Captain Diverdale. Are you ready to submerge? Over. Roger. Tell the crew to finish preparations. We've waited for too long, and the weather is turning. There's a storm. This isn't order. We have to get away from here as soon as possible. I'm relying on you. Godspeed.
It's Gourdspeed, but I'll forgive it. I do like that that the child has you look at that little Minecraft looking green figure there on the middle shelf. That's from the game Resogun, which this company made, and is one of my favorite games. Godspeed, Spider-Man. He likes his little squid.
You're always breaking down. They're all hollow.
Kind of like her ship. We got some creepy telling signs about the home.
Hi, sweetheart. I'm not coming home. But I left your favorite dinner lying at the bottom of the refrigerator, okay? If you heat it up for 8 minutes and 36 seconds, everything will be just fine. Just fine. Just fine. Just fine. See you soon.
It's like, and speaking of 8:36. What do you get when you mix goat DNA and human DNA? You get kicked out of the petting zoo. That's pretty gross, dude. Those look like obolites.
I want to tell you a story about one of the captain's adventures. In a dream of the future, he met the villainess, a chocolate jellyfish, and they...
Long Night Mystery Midstream was cool. Listen to the replay at 3 a.m. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
stole the witches, sunken riches. The end. What do you think? It's so cool, right? It is cool. In the future, villainess. Jellyfish. Stole sunken riches.
This sounds like a creepy child. Not there yet. I could go back upstairs, I guess.
Otto!
Let's see. Did you like the Night at the Museum trilogy? I saw none of them. I have not seen any of those. What's funny, dude? Spider-Man Monday was sold out.
Otto.
J.K. Simmons got cheers when he was on screen. People clapped for Uncle Ben saying the power line. Defoe as the god when he owns the film. Yeah. Queen's radio god. Doesn't get out of my head. What's up, Jacob? How you doing? Yeah, seeing this, I was fortunate enough. I guess I got to see. I saw all the Spider-Man movies in theater back in their day. Wouldn't have minded seeing them again, but just didn't have the time to. But yeah, I bet that was cool. I know they were showing video of people watching the sequence when Spider-Man's web slinging across the city. People were cheering and stuff, and I was like, yeah, it's a good nostalgic moment and feeling. Spider-Man movies are pretty cool. I like them. What have we here? The Electro Pylon Driver. This gun's pretty nice. This is a cool gun. And Israel, Jacob, excuse me, by the way, last night had a blast talking Amadeus. It was a great stream. Probably the most fun I've ever had on one of your streams, which that's no big shock because it's Amadeus. I mean, Uh-oh. And my kid loved it for the first time. I was like, buddy, that web swinging scene was massive for me. Comics, cartoons, games, first time seeing it on screen. Nice. Yeah, the web slinging scene is pretty dope. That's too much to cleanse that one piece. Alright, let's hop down here. See what we get. What is this? Overload rush. Successful overloads briefly increase speed and protection by 15%. Yeah, I'm bummed I had to leave. Yeah. I know you had the Scavenger's Reign stream, so, Them bloody obligations, man. Alright, Spider-Man 4 is finally official. We'll see. Did I dream Amadeus? No, I did not dream Amadeus. I was the same way as a kid. I was born in '99. Spider-Man pretty much made me who I am in many ways. Those movies, they just don't make them like that anymore. Ow! Something bit me! Yeah, that's a pretty great score. Let's see, got some malfunctions. Ow! Oh, that's why. It's one of those bloody things. I think the best song from Spider-Man is the Asian lady on the street with like the little ukulele or whatever. A Spider-Man, a Spider-Man. That's the best.
Smell my corpses rotting. Some are watching me from high above. Others from pits. They refuse to speak with me except to say, "You are severing." What have I become?
Of course, it's your favorite. You're biased to Asians because you're related to them. Nepotism. Yeah. I think it's more just because I think the accent's funny. Another scout log.
I'm starting to see patterns that I know are not there. I cannot trust my memories. The planet knows me better than I know myself. The hive mind and the severed are real. Helios is real. The astronaut is missing. I haven't found it anywhere. Where has it gone?
And now you can start to hear the music coming in a little bit louder. Which I think is super cool.
Phantom roses of the mind? Has the severed language evolved?
Yeah, right about then is when I started to pick up on what song was actually playing. I was like, oh, wait a minute. This is actually a song I know. This is kind of familiar. Which is kind of awesome. Big old squid thingy. Okay, I've got some health and some ether lying around. And some proficiency. Still can't get in there though, which sucks. Go there. Let's head into the blue room. That'll heal us up real good. Yeah, this stage has my favorite boss and moment in the game, pretty much. It's pretty cool. High malfunction probability? Nah. Is Danny Elfman the... Is he the Elfman like Gary Oldman is the old man? Yes. I also like... He was... Danny Elfman was really the first composer I knew by name. He was the first. Yeah, I gotta find a game to play later after Lance does Shogun. I may do some DMC5. Game is only like 10 hours. I got it on sale for $10 a few months ago. Figure I'll get back into Fallout 4 after Stellar Blade. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking of playing Fallout 4 again also. Because I know they're getting ready to do an update on that. It might be... Yeah, I'm willing to revisit that one. This is a good game to get into. It's awesome. I freaking adore this game. I'm also thinking about doing a Mass Effect playthrough. Yeah, there's a few possibilities there. There are a few that I am considering. Let's see. Looks fun, but like you said, it's 50 hours. Yeah, the first time playing it, it could very likely take a while because of its difficulty and learning curve, but yeah, if you're looking for something short, yeah, DMC5 probably isn't a bad one. Although I haven't even played it. I've actually only played one Devil May Cry game. I've only played the original. I do have all or most of them though, so that might be a good one to try out. I love the Mass Effect 3 ending. That was definitely was a huge controversy. Okay. Here is, I guess, my take on the Mass Effect 3 ending controversy. I get some people's problems with the ending. I do understand a lot of people's problems with the ending. And there are aspects of the ending I don't like. I think people might have overshot their expectations for what the ending could have been. Like there would be, like I think some people had the impression that, oh, if you do this and this, there's going to be so many different possible endings. I never got that impression. To me, it's like the effect of the choices generally affects how the story plays out, like, at various points, not necessarily always the ending. I never got the impression there was going to be gobs and gobs of ending. I do understand the, why people were ticked about the whole, you know, just the different color swaps for the various endings. I was like, yeah, that's pretty tacky, and it just abruptly ending after whatever choice you make is, that was pretty dumb, but they fixed it. They fixed that much of it. I do have an ending I prefer, and yet I have, like, my biggest beef with it is that they suggest that Synthesis is the best ending, and I wholeheartedly disagree. I kind of think Destruction is the right ending. Plus, I like the idea of Shepard being... I wanted the option to be more explicit that you could let Shepard survive. I know some people are like, well, no, but the story point of the game is that Shepard self-sacrifices. I'm like, isn't that supposed to be up to you? Like, isn't Shepard sacrificing his or herself or not? Isn't that up to the person who's playing the game? Kind of feel like it should be. Because most everything else is, so... Because I've played the game every which way, pretty much. I mean, so, yeah, I might play a story version of the game and say, yeah, this playthrough, I want Shepard to sacrifice. But this playthrough, I don't. This playthrough, I want Shepard to live. It's like, that should be my option. Now, granted, you can technically survive the Destruction ending, but you really don't see it come to fruition. You don't get to see, you know, your squad mates react to that fact or anything. You just kind of see your character wakes up. And that's the end. And I'm like, okay, but I would have liked y'all to let me expand on that, because... I mean, for one thing, y'all were showing us a bunch of stuff that happened post-war, which means, okay, if Shepard survived, by then you would have known. Or at least you should know. So yeah, I think the ending could have been a lot better. I don't hate it as much as some people do. But, I get what people had issues with. I do have problems with the third game, but I also think there's a lot of awesome stuff about it, too. I think if they had stuck the landing on the ending, like, nobody would have complained mostly about the game. Because most everything else, I think they do pretty good. Couple of complaints here and there, but most everything is pretty good. Yeah, I've never finished Andromeda either. I have never finished Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't get into the story of that game at all. Oh, pooey, I died. Excuse me. Indeed, people felt like after dumping 150 hours and a decade into their lives into this trilogy, literally all three variants felt like nothing you did mattered. Yeah, it's like the original ending without the DLC they added for free. I could understand people not liking that. I didn't love it either. I didn't necessarily dislike the choices, I didn't like the result of the choices. I tried to like Andromeda, even popped in it again a year ago. I don't know, I just can't. Yeah, I think I'll probably finish Andromeda one day, but oh, I could tell you plenty what's missing in Andromeda. There's a lot missing in Andromeda. For one thing, your main protagonist is not an interesting character, for one thing. The choices are far less meaningful. I would almost go to say utterly meaningful, or they're utterly meaningless. I mean, there's very little to them at all. The squad mates are mostly pretty bland. I think that, I mean, for one thing, the other thing is they abandoned DLC plans. You can tell they focused a lot on the multiplayer stuff instead of the single player campaign. In fact, that's evident in how they constructed the game. EA was more interested in building a multiplayer experience than a single-player one with Andromeda. They literally built the levels and all of that before they even came up with a story. So story was very much secondary, and it shows, because the story in Andromeda, not all that interesting. Interesting premise. There's a lot you could do with it, but they didn't really explore a lot that was interesting. So the story, the dialogue comes off as extremely cringe and clunky. I mean, that early part with that lady saying, like, her face is tired is one of the funniest memes of all time in any game. But also, it's like, if you take the meme aspect away, it's like, oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Who wrote this? And do they still have a job? Because they shouldn't. But, yeah, there's a ton wrong with Andromeda. It's not a terrible game, but it's not a Mass Effect game. It's terrible if you were to judge it against the other Mass Effects. Yeah, it's pretty rough. A lot of the interesting development of the various races is taken out. I mean, the fact that, okay, the game is supposed to have the context of, you know, like the Solarians and the Krogan, all of that history, I'm like, you really expect me to believe they're cooperating at this point and not at each other's throats? Or that, it's like, I'm sorry, I don't believe they'd have Krogan with them. And I know why you want to have them in, is because the Krogan are kind of beloved, but I'm like, I don't think they would be given a place in this project. I don't think that in world that doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. So I would have gone a different route. I think the main antagonist alien foe is bland. Really bland. I honestly think that if they wanted to create an interesting conflict, it should have been with other humans. Like, you get there and it's like, okay, there's other people that are already there and they've already suffered and stuff like that. And they have the fruits of these ideas in place, the seeds of these ideas in place, but they don't do anything very interesting with them. But I think it would have been much more interesting if you make the main antagonist other people. Not even necessarily humans, you could have them be aliens there. Yeah, when DMC5, the story is after 4. Nero is Virgil's son. Dante killed Virgil in DMC1, obviously. The opening 5 minutes is epic. Dante and Nero get their butts handed to them. Nice. I only vaguely know who Nero is, because like I said, I've only played Devil May Cry 1. But I think I have all of the Devil May Cry games, so I'll have to give those a try. Obviously, I've seen all of those, like, Virgil status memes, which are freaking hilarious. I've seen a few reaction videos, like, for his theme song, too, which, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, his theme song's pretty dang good. That's a pretty cool theme. Dang, what is hitting me? Yeah, I've heard most people say 2 is crap. 3 was the prequel. They retcon Virgil to be Dante's twin. I don't know, is that a retcon? Because even in Devil May Cry 1, I got the impression that there was something... I got the impression they were related in Devil May Cry 1. I didn't know that was a retcon. I remember how the fans of Mass Effect pretty much demanded that Part 3 be redone. They called it Retake Mass Effect. Yeah, I remember that. 4 is Nero, so Dante's nephew. Gotcha. Virgil was just that suit of armor boss. Okay. No, I mean, I remember that, but I also thought there was, like, certain allusions to the notion that he was a person of significance to Dante.
Trapped. Every way out is another cycle.
But I could be wrong, I guess, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I've played Devil May Cry, but I felt like I could tell during that playthrough that Virgil was somebody of importance beyond what you saw. I did watch my brother play Devil May Cry 3, which that was pretty wild. One time I read that Cuphead was one of the most overrated games of all time. Oh, that person's a retard. I think it was one of those when they made Devil May Cry, they didn't plan that far ahead, like Lucas with Luke and Leia. I mean, all the same, I mean, I don't hear anyone complaining about it, so I would guess they integrated it more or less alright. It'd be a fun thing to look, to kind of pay attention to during a playthrough, see if there are any hints in Devil May Cry 1 that they're related, or at the very least there's something significant about him. I wonder if Vex would know. I know she said the other day that that was one of, if not her favorite video game series. Devil May Cry is pretty cool. I'll have to give it a shot. I'll have to give it the old collegiate try. Okay, got some health. Bye, Squiddy. Oh my goodness, the sword. It's a new playable character. I'll read that in a second. Hang on. As soon as I'm done killing. Neat. I love the combat in this game, it's so much fun. Nice little carbine weapon, I dig. There's a new playable character, so you play 3 different mains. The new demon boss who embarrasses Dante and Nero. Cool. Isn't there a Devil May Cry game where like Dante is kind of looks like Bill Skarsgård's Crow? Does that even fall into the main timeline, or was that like an attempted reboot that then they backed off of? How does that one fit in? Yeah, DMC, yeah. How does that fit in at all, or does it? I've heard some people say they really like it, but then others say it's a fun game, but not a Devil May Cry game. I saw Mel. Yeah, I saw her tweet that. Yeah, it's the American version of DMC. Okay, so was that not made by Capcom? Was that just published by them? Did someone else develop it? Alright. Oh yeah, I can't run in this stuff yet. Duh. Combat's excellent, the story is like a reboot. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Every organ pipe chanting in a way I never could.
Dante and Virgil are half human, half demon. In DMC, Dante is now half angel, half demon. Okay, interesting. I'd have to give that one a shot. There's so many games that I can stream. I like having a backlog. I never want for anything to stream. What have we here? Explosive response. Getting hit causes the suit to emit an explosion. Neat. What's this? At low integrity, gain a shield against the next hit. Okay, cool. Cool. I do love that song keeps creeping in. And that little, I think that, okay, there was that little hint there in the scout log where she said something about her father talking about an organ and stuff like that, and ascending and stuff. I get the sense that that's a hint of who you fight in the next boss fight, so... People were mixed about DMC because it's not a main game, but I recommend it. I should buy it today on PS5. I make a joke where... Yeah, I actually have it. I have it on mine. One cutscene, a white-haired wig is on his head. He throws it off. Yeah. He's like Luke Skywalker tossing away his lightsaber. How dare he? Actually, it wouldn't surprise me if some people said that. That would not surprise me at all. This is just like when Luke threw the lightsaber. Dante's throwing the wig. Okay, so that pretty much tells you what song is playing. Gain the additional consumer. So yeah, so basically the song you're hearing is Don't Fear the Reaper. So there you go, that's the giveaway. Which I think is pretty cool. Now, why you're hearing it, that's a different matter. He's just as much of an arrogant a-hole. Also, unlike the first Devil May Cry game, Virgil is in it and they work together. I do when you pop in. I'll listen. Great cutscenes. Nice. I'm hoping that none of these streams get like taken down or anything when, cause there is a moment in this game where they actually play the real version of Don't Fear the Reaper. It's very brief. They don't play the whole song or anything. But I mean, I don't care if they do a claim on these streams because I mean this channel's not monetized yet, so that's fine. But just don't take them down. That would be annoying. But yeah, basically, just put your TV on mute. Yeah, Jalen, it doesn't work that way. You're not hearing, you're not getting sound from my stream because of the television. I could put my TV on mute right now and that would be irrelevant. You're hearing, it's going to stream the sound regardless. I think the only thing I could do is pause the broadcast while the scene is playing, but I don't know the exact scene where it does it. So, let's see. But yeah, you're not hearing my television. My television volume, you can't even hear it in my room right now because I got headphones on. I'm reading up on it. Capcom published it. Yeah. Ninja Theory, actually. Okay. Yeah, Ninja Theory, I've played their games before. They make some fun action stuff. All my FF7 remake videos and birth, I got an email saying was not monetized. I was like, well, yeah, I had a couple of my Final Fantasy streams said stuff like that. And I was like, well, I didn't play them on the other channel, so... Can't you mute the computer or system you're listening to? No. It's possible I can modify the broadcast volume, but I don't think I could do it on the fly. Oh yeah. I gotta remember, I can't go in there yet. I can't exactly do it on the fly. I would have to do that for like the entire stream, and I'm not doing that. So, you know, if they want to, like I said, if they want to claim it, I don't care. That's fine, whatever. But, I don't care. Yeah, exactly. I'd have to go into like game settings and kill all the volume. It's like, I'm not doing that. 5 ether, that's not worth it. Plus, again, I don't know the exact moment it's going to show up in game. Uh-oh. This probably is going to suck. Let's zip out of here, because I don't want to fight that thing. No, thank you. Yeah, that I had the same thing happen to me, where they blocked all the Jason Todd cutscenes because it's a spoiler. I was like, oh, screw you guys. That's retarded. Let's see, you can look up some games and they'll let you know if it's okay to stream, but it depends on what you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to do with it. Worst comes to worst, you can always repost, edit it down. Yeah, and that's what I would do. It's like, as long as, like, if they wanted to put like their personal claim on that specific video in case it ever got monetized, I would be like, that's fine, I don't care. I don't assume this will get many views to begin with, and I'm miles from this channel being monetized, but whatever. I just don't want it taken down. And if they take it down, though, I'll probably just edit it out, because I'm pretty sure my recording would still be up, but so I should be able to edit it down, but I'd rather not go through the hassle. But yeah, Blue Collar, I went through that same thing with Arkham Knight, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I can't show this? That's stupid. There's a Spitmore. Alright, I'm gonna keep this one. It's a cool gun. It does fire a little slow, though. How far? I'm gonna keep this. I think this gun's a little better. Yeah, I think this gun might be a tad bit better. Hop on in here. Well, not necessarily, because I mean, it's not. I know that they don't. It's not so much an issue of housemarque wanting to block me. I know they're not going to. They're fine with the game being streamed. I already know that. But because there is an actual version of, I mean, there's an actual playing of the song "Don't Fear the Reaper." I assume that's a copyrighted song, so it could be claimed on those grounds, just that individual one. And like, I assume it will be when it comes, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. You can copyright claim it. It's not going to get any money anyway, whatever. But they could also, theoretically take it down. Now, the hope is that when Blue Oyster Cult signed whatever deal they signed with housemarque to make this game, that they were aware of the whole streaming thing, and they were like, yeah, let's just put a copyright claim if anyone, when they stream that particular part. Well, we know a claim is, yeah, and I'm not worried about getting a strike for it or anything.
I don't remember much about my childhood. What remains of the house isn't anything worth recalling. Mother was always herself. I wasn't that bad, was I?
You know, one day someone's gonna make the most trolling game ever, fill it full of copywritten songs and random places and movie scenes. Don't give me any ideas. You could even call the game like Streamer or something like that. Oh yeah, I'd love to do a watch along like that. I mean, hey, I'm most of the time I'm off Monday through Thursday. Thursdays usually have a little less time because I have to like get my sleep schedule back in sync for the following day. But obviously Tuesdays are kind of busy because I have my show. But yeah, it's like Caitlin Clark decided to go to the WNBA, and I think she's not even going to be making $500,000 annually. Dude, she's not even going to be making $250,000 annually. Like, her rookie deal, like, the base salary is less than 80 grand. Now, will she make money on the side? Yes. But WNBA salary, she ain't going to make squat. We have like 1,600 movies to get to. I don't want us to burn out of movies in 1 year. Yeah, 70 to 74K for starting point. Yeah. Although Caitlin Clark's jersey sales are already top in the WNBA, I think like it's already setting records. And there's a whole lot of jealousy over that. Enzo would stream 50 movies a week if you let him. Yeah. It'd be kind of hard to run out of movies when you have 1,500. Plus, that's just 1,500 between you two. Everyone could keep adding to it. Let's see. I need 2 echoing keys to get in there. It's all about what you do with your fame and position. Yeah, Caitlin Clark should be the best thing that's ever happened to women's basketball. She should be the best thing that's ever happened. Well, she can still do, I think she can still do Ice Cube's thing. I don't think it happens at the same time as her league. I could be wrong about that, but I think she can do both if she wants. But I'd have to look it up. I don't know a ton about his league, but I would think that he puts it on like in their off season. Ow! Tried to jump there. F-Phoebe. Why am I not shooting them? I'm being dumb. Okay, there we go. Operate at the same time, does a different time. The WNBA, nothing. Okay. I mean, she may be doing it out of an obligation, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If that's the case, I would probably tend to agree with you that she should have just gone ahead and taken Ice Cube's deal. I mean, I respect the notion of trying. She may feel like I can help the WNBA a ton and turn this into a viable league, maybe. Which, granted, I don't think she can. Dude has the connection to make it happen. Yeah. Well, his Big 3 league has actually been going for a little while now, and it's relatively successful. Like, she may feel some obligation, like she has to help women's basketball, and therefore she should, you know, join the WNBA, try to uplift it, and I understand that. But I don't think it's going to work out. Like, even if she's popular, I don't think the popularity will carry past her. Oh, no problem, dude. Okay. Is there anything else in there? Nope. Let's try to get this key. Oh my goodness. I wonder if she will sell out arenas once the novelty wears off. I don't know if she'll sell. I don't know if she'll be able to sell out arenas even when the novelty's on. If I'm being honest with you. I mean, maybe, but it's WNBA is very different. I think that a lot of these women's basketball apologists don't realize is that women's college basketball already has been more popular than the WNBA. It had a little bit of popularity, you know, before the WNBA was a thing. Because it had stories that some people would latch on to, you know, like the UConn women's team, Pat Summitt. Like, it's had stories before that people have gravitated towards. WNBA really, this is their first time having something as good as Caitlin Clark. Other than, I guess, when they first started out and people were curious. But, I think they're going to botch this thing horribly. I think the WNBA is going to botch Caitlin Clark badly. That's my prediction. Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay, got him down. Got him down. Lockdown lifted. Stories get around. I think our first game will sell out, or at least have the highest number of tickets in the building. I agree with that. Custom-made old workplace had a daughter recruited by Alabama. He hated Alabama till they got her. Then he became a big fan and told everyone how much they rock and took care of her. Yeah, that's all true. That's generally how parents tend to be. Yeah, I think there will be interest initially. Like, to me, the best thing that could happen to the WNBA is if Caitlin Clark starts winning titles. If she starts winning championships, winning championships, winning MVPs, all that good stuff, then you've got some momentum to keep the story going. But you're going to have stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying she has to win a title, like, immediately. That's too much to ask, probably. Because I would assume she got drafted by a bad team. but the window won't be open for very long. Like, it'll need to happen quick. Oh, I got a trophy. Nice. Next thing we knew, we had customers coming in wanting us to turn it on college games all the time. Sports stayed on our TVs all the time. Nice. Yeah, people love a good story. Do you think JJ McCarthy is overrated? Hang on just a sec. I'm gonna take care of this real quick. A couple more enemies, and I got a little glyph there. Nailed it. Very true, Whitey. Heck, that's where I think LeBron James' son should be playing basketball. Tell everyone you're a woman and go to the WNBA. You'll be the best player on the floor day one. Won't even have to wait. You'll go from being a crappy college basketball player on the men's side to the greatest women's player ever. In 2 seconds flat. I'll bet Vegas would be like, yeah, we're not letting anyone bet on this team. No way. They've got the best WNBA player ever. Do I think JJ McCarthy is overrated? Do you think he'll be a bust? The I win a button was abused that day. Well, whether he's a bust or not will depend on where he's drafted. I think the hype is kind of insane. I mean, I watched him in college. Maybe there's some kind of a Josh Allen thing going with him. Maybe that's the thinking there, is that he's a project but with a lot of talent. But you look up a lot of his passing numbers game over game, he didn't get used that much. And you would think, okay, if you're Jim Harbaugh and you have as great a quarterback as he says he had, and I'm like, well, why didn't you use him more then? Why did you rely so heavily on the run game? I mean, if your quarterback is that good, I mean, it's not like they were short on talented wide receivers. I think Michigan's got at least one wide receiver that they're saying is going to get drafted round 1 or round 2. Pretty sure they've got at least one of those. I didn't think his passing numbers looked like anything even resembling a top-tier quarterback. So, needed some water. But the people who are acting like, oh, we should draft him 3rd, I'm like, why? But maybe they're seeing something I don't. I have to admit I didn't watch him a ton. So, no idea. I would say count me among the more skeptical of him if we were to draft him. I wouldn't be... There's really only, like, 3 guys that I would be excited about drafting at the number 3 spot, and that's Drake May, Jaden Daniels, or Marvin Harrison Jr. That'd be about it. Anyone else, I'd be like, why? MJ should sign for an endorsement deal with Caitlin Clark and put on Caitlin's Jordans when he made CP3 Jordans. That wouldn't be, hey, it wouldn't be a bad idea to sign her with his brand. Wouldn't be a bad idea. McCarthy gets so much flack and made fun of for his highlights being just handoffs. This year could be a draft where the first 5 players drafted are quarterbacks. Possibly, but I highly doubt that. I highly doubt we're going to get 5 quarterbacks drafted in a row. Because you do have Marvin Harrison Jr., you do have a lot of great wide receivers. There's good old linemen to draft. I mean, there's a lot of positions that teams are going to need to make moves on, so I don't think it'll be that. I do think we'll see at least 5 quarterbacks drafted in round 1, though. That I do think. Okay. There's where we go. Did the Gourd ever get into classic boxing? Define classic boxing. I do like boxing. I don't know a ton about it. I watch big fights when they occur. I typically, if Tyson Fury's fighting, I do watch him. Alright, this is one of the keys we need to open up the big vault. There we go. But yeah, I like boxing. 60s, early 2000s boxing. I mean, like, I've watched fights. I watched some old fights here and there. You know, obviously some from Muhammad Ali. I mean, you live in Kentucky, if you don't watch Muhammad Ali, I'm pretty sure they'll kick you out of the state. Because that's just where he's from. I followed Mike Tyson's career back when he was boxing. I liked Evander Holyfield back in the 90s. I used to play old 90s boxing games back then. I still remember Evander Holyfield real deal boxing. That was always fun. So I would say I have a limited knowledge of the sport, but I know some things. Probably the best I could say. Did you watch Marvin Harrison Jr. in college? Yes. If so, did he do in high-pressure games like conference championships or bowl games? I mean, obviously, I don't think he had the best quarterback for that, but I mean, I don't recall him ever balking in high-pressure situations. So, I mean, his talent's pretty, he's pretty special. Not someone that you'd see drop a lot of passes. He's the best wide receiving prospect since Calvin Johnson. He's pretty awesome. And the funny thing is there's a guy is his name Jordan Neighbors or something like that. The kid from LSU, he's dang good too. So there's actually a couple of excellent wide receiver prospects. Marvin Sr., you say he choked in big games. I mean, fathers and sons are different people. So there's a lot of fathers that are great whose sons suck. Vice versa. I mean, look at LeBron's son. LeBron, you know, LeBron's one of the all-time greatest players, and his son is absolutely terrible, even though he's going to absolutely ensure that he gets brought into the NBA, despite the fact that he doesn't deserve it at all. The NBA is getting a full-blown nepotism hire in Bronny James. I don't know if he'll be drafted or signed as a free agent, but someone's gonna grab him. I hope it's a garbage team that grabs him, just so LeBron has to... Because he's always like, well, I'll play wherever my son plays. It's like, what if Charlotte drafts him? And if I were that team, I'd be like, we're keeping him. You want to come here? Come here. Great. But we're keeping him. I think that'd be freaking hilarious. I think the NBA will be so much better off when LeBron James is gone. I think he's one of the worst things to ever happen to it. Oh, I don't disagree. He's going to try to order them to. The question is whether or not they listen to him. Yeah, I don't blame Bronny for it. I think it's sad. It's like he's gonna be poked fun at the whole time because he's terrible. He's not any good. The only thing he does well is he's a good defender. That's about it. But he's otherwise a pretty crappy basketball player. Well, I mean, they probably will. That's kind of what I'm saying. It's going to be pure nepotism that gets him into the NBA. And then he'll retire the same day his dad does because nobody will want him after that. It'll be an enormous joke. But that's what his father is, an enormous joke. Oh, I don't blame Bronny for it. Hey, go get paid. If some team is dumb enough to let LeBron James rule over you, go make your money. Why not? Go make all the money you can. Go make every ounce of money you can possibly make. I still think it'll bother him when everyone's telling him, dude, you suck. You're only in there because of LeBron. I mean, as a man, that will bother him. But at the end of the day, he'll be able to go home and he'll have his money. And if he can handle that, then he'll be fine. What have we here? Wound Seeker, okie dokie. Got him. Nice. And bada bing. People are bothered by lots of things. He will get over it. The worst thing isn't when people talk bad about you. The worst thing is people not mentioning your name at all. I don't know. I don't know if I always agree with that. I think there's plenty of people who are okay with anonymity on a public sphere. I don't think everybody cares about wanting to be known. Depends on the person. Jacob. Alright. But also, you have to keep in mind your perspective on the matter might not be his in the long run. Not everybody thinks that way about you, about this idea. He may want to be known as a great player and could be severely bothered if he's not. We don't know. Kind of depends on what's important to him. Oh dear. There we go. Sucker's dead. Alt fire coolant. That's a nice little thingy. Someone who wants to be in the entertainment industry or be famous does not want anonymity. Well, I know that, but that also doesn't mean that all that they care about is being seen. LeBron James cares about way more than just being noticed. That's why he has so many people out there, not just telling them, hey, notice LeBron James. He wants to be known as the greatest basketball player of all time, and rather than go out there and earn it, he makes sure he has a lot of people who tell people he's the greatest of all time. That's why he has, like, that's why Clutch Sports, you know, his little brand has employees like Nick Wright. That's why he made deals with ESPN. He wants people to call him the GOAT. So it's not enough. It's not just about being known. It's how much do you know? People want more than just to be known. Now, what Bronny wants, I have no idea.
I have ways to deal with that.
We'll see what he wants, but he may want more than just to be a known commodity who made money. He might want to be known as a great basketball player.
What is everyone expecting to find? If they shine a light at me, they'll see the shadow they expect every time.
LeBron certainly wants more than just to be noticed.
I wish I'd stayed.
Okay, here we go. This is my favorite moment of the game. Well, I agree, Jalen. He's not the greatest just because he gets people to say it, but that's how he's compensating. Tell him that. Tell him that. It clearly matters to him. See you, dude. Have a good one. Personal item. It seems to create a positive relation between ether and protection. But yeah, this whole build-up they've got here is, it's so good. Okay, that's just the way back down. Ain't better than Kobe, but without people talking about you, can't even have the debate. Talk about people in the conversation, nobody don't get talking. I mean, I agree he's not better than Kobe, but he's trying to ensure that people say he is. And he has a lot of people who say he is. There's a lot of LeBron defenders out there.
The song is so loud. I have to silence it.
So yeah, you've basically got all these allusions to her father and organs, the piano, Don't Fear the Reaper, and here you have this thing playing kind of a rendition of Don't Fear the Reaper on this giant organ. I love this. I think this is crazy. I love this.
The song. Why are you playing it?
Aliens love Blue Oyster Cult, apparently. Oh, got hit there. This guy's about to get crazy. I wish I had an alien who could play organ this well. Oh dear. Ow. Ow. Glad I got the astronaut thing in case I die, because then I can just reset my health. Ow. Ow. Oh, okay. Got it.
Finally.
Ah, that was so cool.
Silence.
I love it.
It was too much. Too much.
Fractured key powers the fractured gateway. Shooey, nice. Yeah, I love that part. That's so freaking cool. Yeah, I agree. Well, Yeah, Nikola Jokic, I think he's definitely the best player. And I'll tell you what, the NBA guys do not like him. They don't like him, I think, in large part because he's a white European. They don't like white Europeans dominating the game, which that's kind of what he's doing. And he's winning, in horror of horrors, he's winning a title by staying in the same place, and he doesn't have an all-star. Everyone thinks Jamal Murray's an all-star, or he's never made an all-star team. Well, yeah, the media definitely doesn't. The league, we'll see. Oh, good. Oh, no. I thought I'd get to keep it there for a sec. Alright, new area. It's frozen.
This isn't... No, it is. The same coordinates as the desert. I recognize the mountaintop, but... Where are the rune structures and... Helios? When are we?
Yeah, there are a lot of winning teams in the West. The East is kind of a joke this year. Too many of the best players are hurt, or too many of the best teams in the East are hurt and/or are coached by Doc Rivers.
Beginning descent of the glacier.
I don't know anyone personally who liked his attitude. Plus, everyone says he constantly complains of car. Who, Jokic? You might be thinking of Doncic. That sounds more like Luka Doncic, the other white European. Jokic is a sensational player, and I think his attitude is actually pretty well liked by a lot of people.
But I feel as though
I don't think they like the fact that he almost treats... oh, you mean LeBron. Oh, okay. Well, there's a lot of people who like LeBron, but... they're media types, or media shills, mostly. And he pays them very well to like him. Oh yeah, that is one thing to always keep in mind when you watch Nick Wright. He is employed by Clutch Sports, so that says a lot about why his shillery is what it is. He is represented by Clutch Sports. LeBron's new podcast is so pathetic. Yeah, it is. Pretty gay. Alright, so...
discovered a device.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Alright, so... if I die, I have to go back there.
This is where the hive mind.
Clutch Sport, the heck is that? That's LeBron's agency, Israel. That's the Rich Paul agency. Rich Paul is the guy that LeBron gave a job to. And they're the most powerful sports agency in the world. It's just wild that somebody nobody actually likes other than the media has made it so big and gets bigger. Look like an imprint of Wolverine. Kinda does, yeah. I think I've got keys. I can go in. It's Wolven time. Exactly. That's why Nick Wright does what he does.
Another piece of hive mind technology.
I think this will allow me to walk into this red stuff. Yeah, isn't it funny, Israel, how Nick Wright, the people he say are the best, there's always some kind of bias? Like, he's represented by the same agency, or he's from the city they play in? Imagine. Funny how that works. Can now withstand hazardous areas like this. Has always accused the audience of bias and hypocrisy. Incredible. Yeah. I think Nick Wright feels LeBron is the best ever in the fandom, is why he joined Clutch Sports. No, he joined Clutch Sports before he ever claimed that. He is a complete bought and paid for shill. In 2011, Nick Wright very clearly said not only is LeBron James nowhere near the greatest, he said he wasn't even top 10. Now that was 2011. He accomplished quite a bit more after that. But to go from outside of the top 10 to the GOAT, which, by the way, he was claiming just a couple of years later, it's like, what happened? Well, he got hired by Clutch Sports is what happened. Increase the protection by 15%, increases malfunction probability. Okay, got that. Okay, nothing else in there. This area I remember being pretty tough. This whole area is tough. Because it's got these guys. These guys are always a pain. So, like, kamikaze into you. What's that make? Coward? Coward is a hot take artist. He's clickbait. He didn't know, he wasn't always, but he learned, I mean, he basically, what does he always say? What's he always done? He adapts. He adapts to survive and make money, and what works today? Clickbait. That's all. Colin doesn't have real opinions. Colin says things to get clicks. That is his spiel. Because that works today. That's a good way to build your brand. People gravitate towards the hot takes. He's an engagement farmer. He has figured out that's a good way to make money, and it does make some money. And he'll occasionally throw in a decent take on something that he actually has an opinion on, but very rarely. Well, yeah, because when did he stop touting Brady? Well, when Brady's not in the league and he can't really move ratings. You can't move ratings by saying Brady's the GOAT. Can't really do that. So now he'll say Mahomes is the greatest. And then Mahomes will retire, and if he's still doing media stuff, whoever the best quarterback then is, if they're doing anything remotely resembling that level of greatness, then he'll call them the GOAT. Funny enough, you know who just said he's nowhere near the greatest? Mahomes. I will give Mahomes a ton of credit. He said, I've had a really good last few years. I think I've done really good, but I haven't come anywhere near accomplishing what people like Rodgers, Manning, and especially Brady have done. And I'm like, good on you, Patrick. Good on you. Yeah, Broussard has kind of jumped on that clickbait bandwagon. He has terrible takes. I used to like Broussard, but he's kind of been more and more fraudulent over the last 2 or 3 years. I think what spooked Chris Broussard into his bad takes now is when he started to get in trouble for... I think he used to say what he genuinely believed, and then he started to get in trouble for it, and he doesn't... And now he's kind of backing off of it, and he's become sort of a coward. I mean, whether it's for real or pretending, I don't care. It is the right thing to say, and it's a smart thing to say, so I'll give him credit for being right. it's the opposite approach that LeBron has taken. So hey, whether you truly believe what you're saying or not is secondary. Oh yeah, Broussard's gotten in trouble a couple of times. He made a comment about saying he doesn't believe gay marriage is real marriage, and then they said, oh, you're a homophobe, and he got in trouble for that. Basically got let go from ESPN for saying that. And then, of course, he said retarded on a broadcast recently and got scolded for that. I don't know if he got in any huge trouble for it, but it made the rounds. I thought it was freaking hilarious, personally. I thought it was great. I was like, that's funny, Chris. Say that more often. It was hilarious. But then he backed down from saying that. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say retarded. And I'm like, why? Retarded's funny. Exactly. That gay stuff is retarded. I agree. Proficiency or protection will increase protection. I got your protection right here. Never mind. Shoot. Well, that's no big deal. Wait a minute, what's that third one? Eliminate hostiles has a 10% chance to impair integrity. Oh, that would have been neat. Exactly, I'm the real Trojan. I agree. Okay, now the question now is, can I get up here? Looks like it's a bit of an ascent, but that's cool. Nice, full health.
The astronaut was more present back then. I'm not sure if it's avoiding me now, or if it learned to be more secretive. There is a pressure in the air that never breaks. It's always ahead of me, always building, always...
I think she's freaking out a bit. Can't get up there yet. I have to have better ability to get up there. I almost forgot you could shoot those down, which that's kind of neat. I do know Stephen A. is on fire tighter leash after his Ray Rice comments. I don't think he is on any kind of tight leash anymore. I think, unless you're talking about something he said recently, which I'm not aware of. If he said something recently, I'd be curious to know, but he's kind of able to say whatever the heck he wants, and usually it's something stupid. Stephen A. is kind of a piece of garbage. This is from back in the day. That's what I figured. But no, Stephen A. is not on a tight leash. Because Stephen A. he's the most important person at ESPN. He makes them the most money. He can say whatever the heck he wants. He's basically LeBron, but at ESPN. He can say whatever the heck he wants. They do not monitor what he says. He'll get away with anything, just about. Because they can't afford to lose him. But he's an idiot. Stephen A. is an absolute idiot. Like, the only, I guess, decent thing about Stephen A. is he's fiscally conservative in certain ways. But that doesn't mean part of that is that he'll do all the DEI stuff. He'll say all the woke crap. You know, whether he believes it, I have no idea, but that's the kind of stuff he'll push and tout. I think he's a pretty racist individual myself. I think that's why he won't vote for Nikola Jokic. He never has, and he constantly changes his standard to do so. Who owns ESPN nowadays? Disney, of course. Disney owns them. Yeah, I think Stephen A. Smith is kind of a massive piece of garbage. I think most of the guys who talk sports are a blight. Oh, I definitely think he lied about that stuff. I think he's full of crap. I think I think if it had been real, he would have been able to produce evidence, and he wouldn't have tried to shush the story the way he did. So I like anymore when you kind of know you're not going to get a full-blown answer, the next best thing to do is gauge the reaction, gauge what comes next. A person's reaction can tell you a lot. Now, if you're just meeting it with silence because you're trying to be like, you know what, I'm not even going to lend credence to this, that's one thing. I can respect that in a way. But he was trying to get it hushed up. And I'm like, okay, I think Whitlock's onto something. And I don't particularly like listening to Whitlock's sports takes. I think some of his sports takes are idiotic. But he's not bad when he investigates something. Crap. These are the parts I really hate. Are these parts where these things come... Oh dear. Because now these things will start surrounding his... doing all kinds of damage. I'm not even much of a Whitlock fan at all, but he did some real journalism exposing it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, what I'll appreciate about Whitlock is I do think he's trying to have integrity. It doesn't equal great takes very often, at least about sports. But stories related to sports that involve like cultural aspects, it's a little bit more his wheelhouse. So he's a little better at that. But I do at least think he's, you know, saying what he means. So I will give him that much. Yep. 80% her, or 80% Disney, 20% hers, yeah. Right, so let's see if we can survive. Can't get in there, but let's see, what are these chests? Oh no. Oh, that was dumb. Oh gosh, Keyshawn's an idiot. Keyshawn is a mild step up over like Kendrick Perkins. Like, Perkins is probably the most overtly stupid. He's the guy where you're just like, how does this person have a job talking? He's so retarded. But Keyshawn's not far behind. He's not far behind that level of stupid. Okay. I really need some health or I'm screwed. Although I do get to respawn. Okay, this is the main... This is the main room. Oh goodness. And he got me. There we go. I Wolverined. There you go. That answers it. Like, is that rechargeable? I can't. Yeah, basically you add ether to these things if you want to respawn in here. I don't know if I can use them more than once though, so let's see. Let's see, I've got 174. Let's buy this. That'll help us. That'll help us on our journey. And if I die, can I use this again? Nope, you can only use these once apparently. That sucks. The other question is, do I have to go through all of those fights again? Which I don't know if that's the case. I'm not. So let's try and find a teleport station and see if we can move over to there without having to do all these fights again. Alright. It doesn't look like I have to do the fights over, so that's good. That is a good thing. And I've got the health thingy, so that's also good. But if I die, you know, kind of screwed. Let me get these ground spikes ready, because I should have been thinking about using those. Ah, the health savings. Yeah. 20% and a chance not to lose. That's worth it. Absolutely worth it. No question, that's worth it. Make sure I'm going the right way. Okay. He's trying to trap me in a prism of tism. Ooh, that was close. Oh, I should not have jumped. Ow. Let me go ahead and heal. There we go. Nailed it. What gun did he give? That's not a bad one. A little slow though. I like the Hollow Seeker. So we'll hang on to that. Exactly. Yeah. That'll boost our health a bit. And plus, if I were to die after retrieving the key, I don't have to retrieve it again, so that's also good. Now that I can go in here and get the key, I will not have to get it again.
The first key for the vault. Will I unleash the Titans? Glaciers in my mind, a blade into a desert of severed thoughts. I follow their footsteps back to the wheelchair. Once I climb the mountaintop hoping to ascend, soon I will sink in dark waters, transcending as all light is smothered. What wonders I soon will see in that
Yeah.
emptiness.
Are you the keymaster? Alright. Let's zip on back. Is it all the way over here? There we go. So, what you got going on with your back? Got something red tentacles. Oh, those are the parasites I've added to my myself. They basically, you pick them up and they add an ability while also causing a kind of weakness or a potential weakness. You can pick them up if you want, but you pretty much have to decide if the reward outweighs the risk. Sounds healthy. Sounds healthy, exactly. Yeah, it's a interesting game mechanic. It's like it's both a good and a bad thing at the same time. Alright, we'll go in here. Alright, I'm gonna pause this real quick and use the restroom. I will be back in a minute. Alright, back with more bonus aids. Uh-oh, what we got here? Something to zippity-doo away from, that's for sure. Exactly, bless the aids. Oh no. Ow. Oh gosh, it just jumped right into place. And we got this little sphere thing. Oh goodness. This little level is all autism. Alright, got that. Okay, let's try to approach this wisely. Oh dear, I'm in trouble. Is there any health around? Oh dear. Oh goodness. I died. Alright, why is this Criticalist site being brought up so much right now, and are they good at all? I have no idea about them other than putting Vex in misinformation bracket. Okay, so Criticalist is an app. It's kind of it's a pretty fun, like, movie review social media app that, it's got its usage. I like it so far. It's kind of cool. I like it so far. I would say it's worth downloading. You know, it's you can gain followers on there, and you can direct them to your YouTube channel. You can inform people when you put out a video, that kind of thing. So yeah, it's got some usages.
All
right.
Communications from those who came before.
I think, let's see, about 40 more minutes or so is when I'll cut the stream, but before that, I'm going to play the DLC. This is the DLC, the Tower of Sisyphus. So, the DLC is pretty cool, and I've actually never finished it. I'm not going to necessarily try to finish it now, or at least I'm not dedicated to finishing it right this second, but it'd be a cool thing to do. And all that progress I made getting that stuff back is still in place.
Scout log. Atropos. The tower is visible from the crash site. I cannot see the summit yet. I feel compelled to go there to uncover what it conceals. Why it calls to me.
But yeah, this place has some interesting story stuff. And it's pretty fun. Oh, okay, wait, that sends you back. I forgot about that.
I need to keep going.
Whoopsie daisy. I forgot that sends you out of the DLC. Whoops. Whoops. I just flat out fell like a retard there. But yeah, this is basically... yeah, exactly. Oops. But I think the goal is you have to ascend 100 floors to beat this.
Major spinal injuries. What was this place?
Alright, got... There's a glyph. Do you get to take the back to the main game? If you win, maybe. It depends, I guess, but I don't know because I've never beaten this. I've never beaten the DLC, so not entirely sure. I think there's like a boss like every so many floors, like every 20 floors I think there's a boss. It might not even be 100 floors, it might be like 60. Alright. I know it does get harder as you go, gets more chaotic. It's fun though. It's a fun little challenge on Amusha vibes, yeah. It's part of the reason I saved this. I wanted to make sure I could withstand hazards before I came in here. Like walking on this. Wanted to make sure I could do that. And these things actually are like teleports. And they take you to cool stuff.
Where has this thing sent me?
Alright, that'll send me back. Alright, not a breakable statue. What'd you give me? Melee kills briefly increase speed by 25% and protection by 25%. Cool. That's good. Another little glyph. And back into here. Alright, got all them. Yeah, nice. And there's a proficiency thingy. That's at 6. I like this. There's a little Rasogan figure. You can't do anything to it or with it, but I always thought that was kind of funny. Wait a minute, hang on. Let's go back here. See if there's anything. Nope. Don't think there's anything of note. Is all that float to you no matter what? Or are you talking about like the little yellow things? It's basically its currency, and it will not automatically float to you. You've got to get within its radius.
The tower is. Release. Escape. Release. Escape. Should I fall? I will climb again. From the deepest of the deep to the highest of the high. I will go there now. As you will.
She sounds creepy. Kill them. Oh, I missed. There we go. Now it's dead. Alright, I don't see any other little markers or emblems for anything to unlock, so let's continue our ascent. Grab some of that. I haven't even used this gun yet, so why not? Why not give it a whirl? And then head up. There's a glyph. I don't have any keys, and I don't have the ability to make that a thing of substance. I would have to beat the next boss in the main game, I think, to do that. Oh no. Oh, cool. And how you doing, Nightwalker? Good to see ya. Nice to see ya. And as you can see, I've come back to this. I have beaten this game. But I didn't get to finish it on my channel, and obviously I've moved my gaming stuff over to this place, and now I'm gonna finish it here. I like this version of this gun. This is a good version. We'll take it. There's a key. Can we destroy these pillars? Doesn't look like it. Is this the tower? Yeah, this is Tower of Sisyphus. I've been playing for about 2.5 hours. I just beat the Hyperion boss and played a little bit of the next stage, so after my last death I decided, hey, why not go ahead and go to the DLC area? Because this I haven't beaten before. So I am curious how it ends. I mean, I don't necessarily have to beat it today, but I wanted to give it a try, show it off a little bit. Alright, that thing is down. But yeah, I quite love this game. This has become either my favorite or second favorite game of the PS5 new Xbox era. I love it. Let's see, we can get a fractal nail, which grants 10% weapon damage while you have a malfunction. Increases max integrity, increases weapon damage. We're gonna use this. Let's bump up the health. Never a bad option. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I quite love it.
I always hear it before I see it. The ceaseless pulse, the staring eye, those twitching, hungry tendrils. That sound heralds punishment, torment. And should I strike it down, it only returns, stronger, crueler, watching me, always watching.
Let's take that thing down, take down that guy, take down that guy, and these guys. What you got here? Disables turrets. That can be useful here. There are lots of turrets. This place has turrets. Oh my goodness. Turrets! They're all dropping items and stuff. That's neat. Because I don't have all of the possible abilities, there are some areas I can't access that I otherwise could. But that's no biggie. There's a glyph. Now, which Golden Coil grants 5% weapon damage over for every 200 obolites carried. Maximum bonus 15%. Deliver or deal 30% or more damage to low health targets. Nice. I recently played 38 and 35 in the world in The Last of Us no return mode, super difficult on grounded. Nice. Now my Mac making stills for Lance's stream. Check the PS5 store, DMC on sale for $8. Nice. We'll get the wound seekers. That should help me a little bit more. At least for now. Oh goodness. Let's hop in here. I know you can also you can find flowers in this place. Which those can be utilized for the story. Can't do anything with that. I don't see any flowers. That's pretty creepy. I like it. That's cool, dude. Placing that high on those Last of Us things. That's neat. Yeah, dude, you got me wanting this game. I have no idea why it skipped my radar. Maybe I was playing too much Xbox. I only got my PS5 for God of War Ragnarok, and this was 2020. Yeah, I mean, if you're... Yeah, I can understand missing this, because this wasn't a big selling game. It flew under a lot of people's radar, and people griped, oh, it's too hard. And I was like, no, this game is freaking amazing. Gotta give this game a cheer. Imagine the loading time this would have taken on older systems between levels. Oh gosh. Would have been insane. Alright, nothing to note here. This game is just very nice and smooth and pretty. Always on grounded. It finally shows. Nice little bump in the suit integrity. Couple little bumps in the suit integrity. What's this? Carbine. Alright, I can open this door and whiff. You know, I'm done with Stellar Blade. I should just let you borrow my copy. I know you hate paying full price. I only did because of GameStop credit. Well, here's the thing. My PS5 is a digital PS5. When I got my PS5, it was the one I could afford. So, yeah, I have a digital-only PlayStation. But I'll play Stellar Blade at some point, probably, because I like the demo when I've played of it. It's pretty good. That game has potential. I mean, I'll probably be waiting on what a lot of people say about the game itself, but I am intrigued enough to be curious. Oh, believe me, Blue Collar, I would have definitely preferred to have the regular version, but, you know, as it is, whatever. The only thing is, when anyone's like, oh, why'd you go with digital, blah, 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 it's not yours, and I'm like, okay, I don't disagree necessarily, but, oh no, I will be watching you play it. When people say that, I'm like, don't you all buy most of your games on Steam? When people are like, why are you buying digital games? They'll take them from you. I'm like, you don't think they can do that on Steam? Because they can. Steam is the same problem. Yeah, it's always funny to me when I hear people say that, and I'm like, don't you all spend like gobs and gobs of money on Steam sale? I don't disagree with the fears surrounding it, but let's not pretend that we're all out there buying nothing but physical media. It's just not true. Especially if you're a PC person. You're not exclusively physical media. I mean, I'd love to be. It'd be great, but... And it's going to be harder to be because they're going to stop making physical things to play your stuff on eventually. Games today have insane updates anyway, so you have to download. You know, they're kind of forcing us into a digital age. That's the thing. It's like, yes, I agree, get physical media when you can, but even that's going to probably be somewhat temporary. Because the things you use to play your physical media, there's a good chance that it won't always be there. There's a chance it won't always be there. Enjoy it while you can. I mean, hopefully there will always be a retro market for that. That'd be great. But I can't say that will absolutely always be true. It's a hope, not a guarantee. Aliens Dark Descent, that game is $40. I just didn't want to beat it, so I returned it to Gamely. I just saved $40. Yeah, we're forced into digitalization. Technically, I don't even own all my games on Steam. Exactly. Well, yeah, and that's the thing, Blue Collar. That's kind of why I don't pay full price for games. And I wait for them to get significantly cheaper. Cheaper. Because, Gamefly, gotcha. I wait for them to get cheaper, so if in fact it got taken from me, the financial loss would be small. Because even when you trade games, then you're going to lose something financially. You're not going to get all your money back, of course. But I tend to wait for prices to get really cheap. Look at this thing. How freaking crazy looking is that? Oh my gosh. This thing has multiple forms as you progress up this tower, so this is just form 1. Ow. I do have some physical copies of games just to have them. Like I have more than one version of, I have a few versions of the Mass Effect trilogy. I'll just go ahead and say that. But here's the other thing this game does. This DLC, they give you some permanent, ailments. Try to savor in the physical media world as long as I can until it's truly useless. That's why I've been telling everyone, dude, for $8 a month, I'll just rent games for now. Rebirth was my only exception for 2024 because, come on, 100 hours I put into it. Yeah. To me, it's like whatever the customer's willing to pay is what it's worth to them. You know? I know we all are going to probably have some purchases we regret, but, you know, there will be some that aren't. But ultimately, everything you own is temporary anyway, because guess what else? You're gonna die one day. Look at her suit. Look at all, like, how messy it's looking. We'll say this, you know, I'm just noticing something, Celine. I mean, you know, Exactly. Look, it's like, I got dark. It's like, yeah. Look at Celine. She's, you look from the back, she's kind of fit. Unless you're Beetlejuice. Yeah. We got the golden coal thing. Resin enhancer. Reduces the number of resin needed to upgrade max integrity. Ooh, that's a good one. Increases weapon damage. I am gonna buy this one. And that removes one of the malfunctions I have. So yeah, there we go. Can't open that. Let's see, I've already got that. Yeah, Celine's kind of fit. She's been to the gym. It's all good. That's where the real fun begins. But I do have that ability where they are dropping health at times, so that's good. Alright, enhanced melee attack, that's good. Yeah, I like this DLC, it's pretty neat. She's not as hot as the Stellar Blade chick whose name I can't even remember because of reasons. Oh no, she's definitely not that, because she doesn't have the face to go with it. Celine's face is somewhat lesbian-y, but, you know, her build's not bad, you know? I like my carbine more. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'll go with that. So, what's this? I know that one. Resin is shield. Picking up a resin gives you a shield against the next... Ooh. That's a good one. I will take it. Especially if I got enemies dropping resin left and right. What's the character name? Booby McBooberton? Big Boobs Magoo. We'll just call her Magoo for short. It's like, Magoo. That's what my brother and his wife call big boob characters. They're like, Magoo, we meet again. Got him. And we got some health. And there's something over there. Looks like a proficiency thingy. Might be a key. Nope, it's proficiency, which is also good. Bib boobs. You guys got names? That's big boobs. My camera is going to be off a lot for that game. Easier to hide the drools I'm playing on my OLED. Yeah, but we'll be able to tell by how you're talking. So, you won't be able to fully hide it. But really good. Happening. Maybe the real Stellar Blade are the blades you developed along the way. I'm just saying, all drunk and no one will notice. Yeah. It's not whether they notice, it's whether you realize they notice. I love this music. It's so creepy and dark. I love it. Let's knock that out. Yeah, let's give ourselves some shield power. Take you out. And you're down. And there's one more of you. Oh, just a turret, no problem. Booyah. Yeah, I got Shogun on mute listening because it's 99% subtitles anyway. Oh, nice. You're getting the echo experience of Shogun. So, hey, it's rather progressive of you. Well done. Take that, Saddam statue. I could have switched guns, but I didn't want to. Aw, I wish I could get in there, because there's, it looks like there's a scout log in there, which that would be cool. I like story stuff, it's neat. I know you did. It doesn't hurt that it's like I said, it's about how I perceive it, or others perceive it. Alright, now we can get back to killing you guys. Oh dear. Kamikazean. But I did have that shield, so I'm okay. I'm okay, Forrest. I'm okay. Alright, whoa. Okay. Oh dear, there's two of them. Hello. Alright. Got him. Seriously, the more I play this game, the more I'm just like, how did anybody think housemarque missed on this game? It's so fun. This combat flows so beautifully. When you think about everything that's going on right now, and the fact that you could like no-hit your way through it, that doesn't even seem feasible when you look around if you're not playing it, but when you actually pick up the controller and do, it's very intuitive. Okay, we got disabled turrets. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that. Duh. I should be using that more. Alright, it's this little trap room. Oh yeah, that's nice. Whoops. Oh yeah, I forgot. You can actually probably zip right through these. Because it's red. But no biggie. I'm gonna go ahead and use this though. Ow! Okay. Uh-oh. Whoop. Whoopsie-daisy. Fell off. Like a retard. But we're good. We got our health. We're alright. Oh, what's that thing? Oh, crap. That's what all those tentacles were. Alright, try not to get hit by one of those. Oh, how did I get hit there? I thought I was going to manage to avoid that. Well, that's troublesome. 'Cause I am very low on health. Alright, let's see if we can heal. Max integrity, I would need a lot to get that. I can increase weapon damage, so I'll do that.
I would not investigate a signal unless specifically authorized to do so by Astra Command. Of course. Feel free to ask. Yes, it was a long time ago. My priorities are different now. You're right, of course. Loss, grief. It is the hole that cannot be filled, but I am more than that. Look at my record. I have given everything for this role. I will continue to do so.
Alright. We're gonna disable the turrets here. There we go. What's this? Nah. I think we're good as we are. Really could use some health. Ooh, hello. These are the power-up thingies.
This gift.
These are actually pretty sick.
Twitching. Shifting. Pulsing with power. Beyond anything else here.
Yeah, these are what they call disgorgers. These are super freaking powerful. Oh shoot. Oh, I thought I was gonna die there. Alright, looks like there's another sphere enemy down there. Let's zip over. Oh, there's a... Oh, shoot. Oh, I could have gone in there. Dang it. Permanent weapon trait, Obolite extractor. Nice. I get to keep that. Neat. Okay, let's see. Let's try to get the measure of this area. What is in there? Looks like just a chest, which I could probably do without, no big deal. I'm not gonna risk death to do that. Alright, got that. Yeah, probably the right choice to go ahead and disable those. Good, got some health. Finally. And yeah, I'll go to that. What do we have here? Each room cleared increases weapon damage by 2%, maximum is 20%. Separate damage from long falls. Find salvage from hostiles more often. 1 additional kill required to increase adrenaline levels. I'll take this one. Okay, try to kill that. Oh, good. I am in trouble. Let's shred him. That was fun. Ooh, what did I just get? Ah, weapon proficiency level 30. Got a little trophy for that. What's this? Another disgorger, nice. Probably about 1 hit away from dying though. Uh-oh. Yep, was 1 away. Figured as much. That's not creepy at all.
If the cycle ends in the tower, the cycle begins in the tower. Forever different. Forever the same. A bed from elsewhere, waiting for me, like the house was.
Well, ladies and germs, that is going to wrap up today's stream. Thank you so much to everybody who hung out with me, who joined in. This was a lot of fun. So yeah, I think I probably will do another game stream tomorrow, probably around the same time, 12:30-ish. So I hope to see you all there, and if you're new to this channel, I hope you will smash the like button, consider subscribing. Until tomorrow, good night, God bless, and Godspeed.